Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Deadly Premonition. Last time we learnt that Thomas is probably a cross-dresser, and York acted like we suspected that all along, which is rather baffling. But today we have to follow up on that straight away, because York seems to have a feeling that he knows where Thomas was actually heading. Though unfortunately I can't go back into Thomas's room, which is a shame, because the comments have been telling me how I can handle my dry cleaning, and I saw there was a way to do that in the room. Anyway, screw that, let's head on our way, shall we? Get in the car. It's currently only 10 o'clock at night, yet mysteriously all the zombies are out, but that's okay. I think we can deal with them nice and easy. Yeah, that's right. You just walk straight towards the car. This is all going to work out well for you. Now, honestly, I'm not quite sure where Francis York Morgan is heading at this point, but he seems to know where he's going, so maybe he just somehow fundamentally knows where Thomas went, because he seemed really relaxed about Thomas, the fact that Thomas wouldn't be trying to escape. Which would suggest, yeah, York thinks he knows where to... Oh, that was a good hit. I think if you stick on the left-hand side of the road, you're more likely to whack a zombie. I'm not sure whether they're spawning in or whether just the draw distance on them is quite low. So they just kind of seem to be appearing out of nowhere. Oh, hello. We've run into Anna in a red dress. Are we supposed to be giving her a lift? That's right, just abandon the police car in the middle of the road, York. Right, let's follow Anna, who's going to obviously lead me straight through flipping zombie attacks. Well, that's great. Well, I'm just going to ignore the zombies. I think I can probably outrun them. I should, of course, realise this. York, of course, doesn't have a plan. He just set off in his car and just, you know, assumes that his cereal, his newspaper, random ghosts will lead him to the next clue. And in all fairness to him, it does seem to have worked out pretty well so far. I just shudder to think what his write-up when he ultimately has to submit it to the FBI is going to flipping look like. I swear at this point Anna's leading me around in a circle. I swear we've turned, like, right 3 times in a row, so we are just going in a circle. Yeah, we are at this point back to the place where we actually started off, because that's the right turn she led me up a second ago. Yeah, she's there again. We're back in the same spot that we started in. But this time there's 2 bird meteorites. Oh, having led me round in a full circle, she's now leading me a different direction, like the ghost just got lost for a bit. Hello, Anna. What do you need? Oh, she actually led me into the Raincoat Killer. Thanks, Anna. You know, I'm not trusting all these women in red, by the way, because we saw in that little cutscene when we originally saw the S&M Club that what was going on was there was the picture of all the women in the red dresses in the S&M Club, together with the guy with the tattoo on his back. We kind of know they're all in on it. So I do feel like potentially Anna was in on the whole thing, as might all the women in the red dresses. Oh, we're inside a dark, evil version of the Galaxy of Terror, are we? Alright, fine. Actually, Galaxy of Terror is where Carol was, and Carol we know is one of the people who was at the S&M Club. We saw her hugging the tall red-haired woman who was in fact probably Thomas.
I almost became a goddess of the forest myself.
No, you'd be a god of the forest, York.
Although I think the look might suit me.
It really wouldn't.
What do you think, Zach?
It wouldn't, York. You wouldn't look good in a low-cut red dress. I'm sorry, man, but you just wouldn't. Hello, headquarters! Yes, there's a very good reason I'm trying to find an S&M Club. Shut up! The strange thing is this area looks nothing like what the Galaxy of Terror did, which is kind of the point. They're supposed to look like, you know, slightly dark, twisted versions of the Galaxy of Terror, but this place looks nothing like what the Galaxy of Terror looked like. Like, why are there massive shelves of supplies in the middle of it? Yeah, in the dark version of the bar's at the end of the room, opposite the door, when it should be on the right. I don't know why the entire layout of the room has changed. It's very odd. Here's a rare thing, though. I've only got 2 clues to find in this area, so I'm guessing it's a pretty small area then. Because, yeah, that's... I think every other time we've been into the Dark World, it's always been 3. Get ourselves back into the corner. I'm now on to the possibility of spawners behind me. Slightly creepy red dress mannequins. Everything looks pretty safe in here. Sadly, I can't destroy these mannequins, despite the fact that they're slightly creeping me out and I don't bloody trust them for 1 minute. Especially as this room doesn't appear to have anything in it, which is incredibly... Well, actually, there's 1 mirror that works. And in we go to a second changing room, also with mannequins and a single working mirror. And a Raincoat Killer. Luckily, he's behind a mannequin, so he can't get to me. Uh-oh. Oh, flip. We're doing one of these, are we? Alright, fine. Activate the wiggling. Activate the wiggling. And, okay. Oh, we're just pushing boxes again, are we? Fine. Push boxes. One of these times I would like to just watch both of these bits of footage side by side. Because they don't make any sense. The way that the killer goes doesn't really follow. Yeah, there he is. Just look at him down the bottom screen there. He just decided to go a different route to me. Oh, it's because he... Oh, B. Lovely. He just destroyed the axe for me. And by the fact he did that, I was actually able to get that. Oh, open. I should have probably done the speedy open that particular occasion, but alright. And I'm guessing he's going to destroy that door in a second. And open. Oh, you can't do the speedy open because I can't hold down, run in this area because I'm not running by holding down X. I'm running by wiggling this A. You see, now he just mysteriously got behind me. I don't even know how he flipping was supposed to have done that. Oh, am I hiding?
Where are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anywhere. Yeah, give me a second, mate. I guess I'll hide in here. Fortunately, the Raincoat Killer, whoever they are, I think we can reasonably deduce they're incredibly stupid. Because they're appallingly bad at this kind of game of hide and seek. There are like a really, really finite number of places I can hide in this incredibly Spartan room. Like, this is not hard to locate me in.
Where are you hiding?
In one of the obvious hiding spots. Curse you, Francis York Morgan, and your mastery of hide and seek! Are we going to do the exact thing we did last time, which is, after kind of going out to one of those hiding sections, we immediately go through the door that we know the killer went through, which will probably trigger another one of the waggly runny sections. Alright, fine, let's do that then. No, he's not waiting for us in here either, despite the fact he pretty much knows that whenever I do leave, this would be the only place I could go, but alright, fine. Oh, here he is. Oh, did I get that? Oh, I don't think I did. Oh, hopefully I'll get another wiggle. Do I get another wibble? Yep, we do. Wiggle him out. Wiggle out of it. Get the finger waggle. Let him wander off. No, no, no. I'll get you next time, Francis York Morgan. Right, well, let's go past the door that's obviously going to burst open then. Boom. And past it. Oh, it didn't. You okay? Just need toilet paper. I can pass you some toilet paper if you need. Hello, what's that? Aha, Thomas's wallet by the looks of it. That's probably, well, I don't even know whether that's actually useful to us, but we could try and get hold of it. Yeah, we are. So she's finally burst her way out. I just need to kill her and I can get the wallet. Lovely. Background we go. Sorry, ladies, I need this stall. It's police business. You got Thomas's sheriff badge. Well, Thomas's not actually the sheriff badge. He wasn't actually the sheriff, was he? Oh, no. No. Not these guys again. Right, okay. I was told to try and use weapons against them. That's okay. I've got a massive ice pick. Like, people telling me this girl, what I need to do is I need to whack her with a melee weapon. Which, fine, I've got a pretty powerful ice axe here. But if she's on the ceiling, I can't aim up with this thing. I can only aim to the side, so she's got to be on the walls, otherwise it doesn't flipping work. So, shotgun I guess it is until she gets her act together. Okay, now she's moved over to the one side. Maybe she'll stay there for a minute. Yeah, okay, here you come. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, we got a good hit in mind, though we might potentially die immediately afterwards as a result, but I swear we got a good hit in on her. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, lady. Come on. Oh. I think we got a hit in on her. It's really hard to say. Well, the ice axe's condition's gone down, which makes me think I did, but I appear to be just taking damage every time I do this. This doesn't seem like a good strategy, to be perfectly honest. Oh, God, I'm injured. Shotgun seemed to work pretty well. I'm just going to go for shotgun again. I have, of course, been listening to the comments. I know I should do some sub-quest to get an infinite melee weapon, though honestly I'm feeling like I'm not sure an infinite melee weapon would work particularly well against this girl. I feel like she's melee weapon, you just get hit every time you try, so, you know. Well, she went down pretty quick that time. Shotgun works okay, though I appreciate I do need to get a better weapon to take care of her ultimately. But yeah, I'm not sure melee's good for her. But I will, I'll probably off-screen. Next time I get the opportunity and it's daytime, I'll off-screen going and getting that thing. Just kind of, you know, so I've got that nice little weapon there. Oh, we've got bloody another one. Game, you do not know when to quit with these. You just don't understand when to quit. Oh my God, I just killed one and a second one immediately spawned. because this is the worst enemy ever. You know, as this is the 4th one of these I've had to fight in a row, and the game is severely trying my patience, I've had a bit of time to think about it. This is the worst enemy in all of gaming history. I cannot think of a worse enemy. This is the stupidest decision I've ever seen a game make. And this is in Deadly Premonition, a game which kind of, its entire charm is it's full of ridiculously stupid decisions. But this is an appallingly bad decision. Just, oh god. Oh, thank god, just go. Leave the terrible enemies behind. Ah, and even more importantly, a suitcase. Now this I've been waiting for, so... Suit agent, cleaning. This will cost $10. Yes, cleaned. So it will take a random number generator number of hours to clean. Alright, fine. I guess I'm in the random dark world, so time has no meaning. So okay, fine. Right, I'll have all my suits back soon. Lovely. And I see I've got a switch and then another switch, so the game is challenging me to another very hard puzzle where I'm guessing I have to hit a thing, turn around and run to the other one. Yeah, I know. Okay, they both needed to be red to indicate we're going into the slightly smutty red S&M club, I'm guessing. Right, in we go then. But not before another hallway of mannequins, obviously. And probably another ambush from what's-his-face. Well, I don't know if I'll ever use it, but obviously I'm taking the saber. Oh god, just let this terrible, terrible section end. It's been going on for... Flip, how long have I been playing? I've been playing for about 50 minutes, the vast majority of which has been in this awful, awful section. And we've got oh good, we've got another one of these, because doing it once in one part wasn't obnoxious enough. And now, mysteriously, this guy just keeps skipping in front of me somehow, which is intriguing. So yeah, I just need to run. I'm guessing, yeah, he cuts his way through, and then I need to evade constantly. Which you'd think maybe I'd stop running in a long way round, given he keeps just cutting his way through and I need to keep evading him as he does. Now you see, it just has happened 4 times in a bloody row. Maybe, on this particular occasion, just, you know, stop at the end of a corridor with your gun and shoot the man who's only got an axe. Especially given he's walking incredibly slowly right now. He's really taking his sweet time. In fact, I think he might be stuck on something. Down in the bottom right, he's not moving. I suspect he's stuck. I guess the game will probably teleport him forward to me when he's ready for me to do a thing. But I really am strongly suspecting the killer's got himself stuck on a wall. I think I just got hurt by running into a mannequin. Oh, thank God, we've actually flipping made it to the end. The second clue. Wooden ice pick. Intriguing. Why is that a clue? What's that related to? This isn't how they taught me to use ice picks, no siree. Yeah, but they're not very good at tuning pianos. Yep, stiletto heel on Thomas's wallet. Someone smoking at a bar. Could be Thomas, Carol, anyone in a red dress. I don't know. I also don't know. The bar which we already knew what it looked like. Well, basically the profiling's concluded that nothing of interest happens. Oh my goodness, that actually looks like we might be back in the real world. This actually looks like the real bloody world. Thank goodness the awful, awful section is done. And that is... Oh yeah, that is the door, the ornament on the door that I did see. And now I, what, stick the ice pick into the stag head?
Whoever made this must be crazy.
And you would know well enough, York. I failed to see how the profiling we just did led to this conclusion, but alright. Let's go in here. And indeed, some sort of fetish, BDSM, something, something, torture, whatever. Yep, there we go, there's the locket. Which we could have just arrested Carol for at any point.
Zach, okay, so it's not bonus footage. It's still part of the main feature. The perpetrator is exactly who I thought it was. First things first. We'd better let poor Nick go.
Well, who was the perpetrator? Oh. Okay, there's Thomas and Drag who just knocked me unconscious. So, wait. York says he knows who the perpetrator was. How? We already knew about... We already knew about that locket. We already knew that there was the round locket with the thing. Finding it makes no difference. Carol, what are you... what are you even doing? Are we about to have another little kind of weird 3-minute interlude where you just sing to pad time? Yep, Looks like it. Cut to Thomas doing a silly dance. The singing and dancing scene has been going on for 2 minutes at this point. So, where are we waking up? Where's Thomas taking us? Because we've already cleared out his house. And he can't... Well, I guess he could just keep us in the fetish dungeon. But we kind of already... No, I don't need I just don't need a reminder. Just because an episode's over. For goodness sake, I do have basic memory game. So, ooh. We're playing as Baby York. Let's just go the completely wrong way. Just to see how... whenever the game lets you go backwards from where you're supposed to go, I always go that way. Just check how far the game lets you actually go. Just in the off chance there's a reward there. I think I probably started doing it back when I was playing Donkey Kong Country on the Super NES. When there's one level where if you go up to the entrance point, it teleports you 2/3 of the way through the level. It's one of the mine levels. But alright, Baby York, you cannot run bloody fast, can you? But on the plus side, you also didn't have to worry about your stamina running out. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. My dad apparently just brought me to a forest in my pyjamas, which is magnificently good parenting. Well, this is just the part where the game makes bad decisions, doesn't it? Bloody sweary, you just got... What made you think I wanted a section where I played as a character that ran incredibly slowly?
Come on, boy, or it'll be too late.
Deadly Premonition is a game that I would actually genuinely describe as being quite effective. I wouldn't say I like it, I wouldn't say it's good, but I feel very affectionate towards it, because it tries hard. But it also makes, especially in the Dark World and in the Dream World, appallingly bad decisions for areas that are just not fun. And go on and on and on. I mean, I'm guessing I'm running to that thing over there, but at this running speed, that should take me to about next Tuesday. Obviously, get a playing card of your own father, who apparently even, no matter what lighting he was in, he just had that shadow over his face. It was just a kind of unfortunate genetic thing he was born with. A shadow over half his face. I'm still holding out the possibility that Mr. Stewart could be my father based on the fact that he knew about the chat about things that must be purged. That was creepy. Was that Emily from the hair?
Are you okay?
This is weird. It's weird that my future love interest character is stroking the hair of my 8-year-old self. That's really weird and weird. The Dalmatian represents my daddy issues. Oh, bloody hell, it's like the mad party and everyone's invited.
You are waiting here for someone, aren't you?
The person you are waiting for will be here soon.
Well, that's not good. This is the room for murdered people. Damn you wooden beams, I always knew it would be you that killed me! Oh, bloody hell, the trees are bleeding. Oh, even my pause menu's gone a bit weird. Oh, not another Dark World section. Also, how'd you tie me up and take me towards the Dark World? How'd you do that?
So I do care for Emily. What about you? We should take this opportunity and talk about this a bit.
Maybe we could escape first, then work on the talking about that.
If I hadn't seen Yor come into the bar, well, you wouldn't have found this place, would you? Now, how about that? I guess I've always been lucky when luck was needed. That's why I've been able to stay in business, too. Although we have Willie to thank for finding this room, I suppose. He's got a great nose. Clever, too. He'd be a great businessman if he wanted to be.
These cigarettes, they're the same brand that York smokes. He's definitely been here.
Carol's been missing since the bar closed last night.
You know, the guy who you told that this was a police matter is still in the background listening. Look, dog, it's a bad habit. You need to give it up.
Hey, Willie, of course. You can track his scent, can't you, boy?
As we speak, York might be...
Well, on the plus side, we know he's not being tormented in the fetish dungeon, so things could be worse.
But one thing, with York missing in action, I'm back in charge.
So expect a lot of women to be killed by my incompetence.
Promise me.
Welcome to the force, Deputy Willie.
In all fairness, he can't do worse than the previous deputy, who went mad, knocked out an FBI agent, and then started doing a really creepy dance in a fetish dungeon. As long as he doesn't do that, then this dog is going to be one of the best deputies this police force has ever seen. Oh my goodness, I'm actually playing as Emily. And Emily doesn't have a stamina bar because Emily doesn't smoke her entire life. So therefore Emily can actually, you know, run and stuff. This is amazing. What weapons does Emily have? Emily's got, yeah, a sheriff custom handgun. What inventory does she have? Ooh, Emily's amazing. I'm actually playing as a sensible person. Emily's pause menu is, however, still the mad room of madness. I'd have appreciated it more if Emily's pause menu were actually, you know, something a lot more sensible. Emily's pause menu were just, you know, like a neat, tidy front room where everything was normal. So Emily has her weapon. She's got a small first aid kit and a medium first aid kit. And that's all she's got. She's got a couple of first aid kits and her gun. Alright, we're playing as Emily. Mag, flippin'-nificent. Right, let's follow this dog while playing as Emily, who can run forever because she doesn't get overexcited by having a brief jog or driving at 50 miles an hour. So the dog apparently can find York. Admittedly, I kind of don't want to find York now. I'd rather just doing some investigation as Emily. She could do sensible things like immediately calling up the FBI and saying, hey, an FBI agent has gone missing and we've reason to believe that they've been kidnapped by a serial killer. Would you like to send a vastly larger number of FBI agents and, you know, like some SWAT teams and stuff? You would? Magnificent. That'll solve the problem out lickety-split. Good. Job done. It does rather appear that Thomas and Carol, having kidnapped York, then decided to drag him by several houses along a main road. Like, they didn't seem to bother hiding in any capacity. They do just seem to have dragged York out in public and sort of hoped no one would spot them. And indeed, nobody did. Now, we go into that massive house at the edge of town, because there's a massive house here where the gate's that way. Oh, no, we're not going there. We're going down towards... This is in the direction of, I think, Anna's mother's house. And we still haven't gone to visit Anna's mother, actually. I mean, I did try early in the game, but it told me the house was closed, and I couldn't, so I just never went back. I mean, I don't know if it you know, became unlocked after Chapter 1, it like, was open in Chapter 2 or something, but, yeah, I think that's the house here. This is, I think that's Anna's house. But I was just never allowed to go into it. Oh, unless we're doing it right now.
I can't even remember a time when he wasn't around.
That's impossible. You're at least in your 30s, and that's a Dalmatian. They're big dogs. They don't live long. Like, unless you don't remember your own early 20s somehow, you remember a time when you didn't have that dog.
Dogs are great that way.
Oh, yeah.
I do agree. Dogs are wonderful. I'm a dog person. And I do wish we had a garden here at MATN HQ so that I could have a dog as well as many a true cat. Oh, we weren't going to Anna's house at all. We just stopped briefly to have a conversation about dogs. It would also appear that there is a big purple quest marker on our map. So, the dog kind of figured it out. Oh, no. No, we're sending Emily into the dark world? How does that work? Emily doesn't see the dark world. She's not mad. Oh, we're going back to York for a second. Oh, we're just skipping back to York for a minute. All right. Also, ask him what name he prefers to go by. He may well prefer to not go by Thomas.
Everything will end tonight. You just stay there until then.
Ooh. Are we going towards the end of the game faster than I anticipated? We only seem to be in, like, episode 3 or 4. I thought there was, like, plenty to go. I thought there were, like, 7 or 8 episodes to this game. Well, back to the adventures of Emily and the dog, together with the surprisingly jazzy music. What the hell? Vines just grew over the phone. Now, I know we're looking for York and my dog is clearly setting off to go and find him, but I do have a personal tragedy I would like to describe to you at length. And back with York. Well, I've just started hallucinating about Emily while in prison. Okay. The game is generally just constantly skipping between me kind of going like one street as Emily, then back to York just kind of chatting to himself about stuff, which is fine, but the loading screens in this game are really slow. This game loads incredibly slowly, so there's a really long loading screen between each segment. The game seems to think I just want to constantly check in with York. I think playing as Emily is fantastic. It gives us a few minutes away from York's utter madness. At this point, the dog has taken us through pretty much via a snaking pattern through the entirety of the main town. In front of the police station, by the diner. If this is the route that the killer dragged York's unconscious body, then yeah, there's pretty much no major building in town that they did not drag him in front of. I'm also suspicious of the fact, despite the fact we're following this dog around, there is this massive purple arrow just floating over a part of the town over there. Which I suspect the game already knows exactly where we're going to end up going. And it's to there. But, yeah, maybe not. Maybe the dog's now going to take us to the other side of town. We have to cross the open countryside in order to get to the flipping area where the gun store and all the other shops over that side of town are. The dog is literally leading us out of town into the countryside. I don't even think there's much this way. This is the way that leads up to the community centre, but the community centre is like a mile in that direction. I don't know where on earth the dog could be leading us at this point. Back to the madness of King York. This is starting to get creepy, York. Okay, that's really creepy, York. Ah, I suspect the game is taking that little interlude with York to teleport me significantly further up the road so that I can be very close to the community centre. So I'm guessing we're going to the community centre. I mean, we knew there was more of a secret to the community centre yet anyway, because Mr. Stewart told us that there was the secret path from the orchestra pit that led up to the top of the tower. So I suspect, obviously, we're going to have to go there sooner or later, and I suspect we might be doing that now. That maybe within a room off that secret tunnel will be where we indeed find York. Kaysen, stop being see-through, man. I do rather question Thomas and Carol's logic here. Right, we need a place to stash York that's private, that no one will interrupt us. I know we'll go to the community centre, the big public building that occasionally the entire town gathers in.
Kaysen, I'm going in alone.
Hey, you didn't forget what George said.
No, I haven't. And that's why you get to stay out here and keep trying to contact him. I'm just going to check things out. I'll stay out of danger. Trust me.
Okay.
Surely Emily, even though it's raining, can't go into the dark world, because the dark world, she's not mad. So she can't go into the dark world. I would assume so anyway. It would be pretty cruel of the game to put me into the dark world now, because Emily only has her handgun. So she doesn't have any of the infinite guns. Well, technically I suppose she does have an infinite gun. It's just it's an infinite pistol, which is bloody worthless. Oh no. Wait, what the hell's she doing? What? What is she, what? What's happening? Is this the first time you've seen a zombie, Emily? Well, confirmed. Emily can actually see the monsters.
Stop right there.
Shoot the barrels. Blow up the barrels. Blow up the woman. You've kidnapped an FBI agent, mate. You're not getting away with this. Like, even if you let York go, you're going to prison for a very long time.
Goodbye, then. I wonder who'll be the next person to open this door. Well, whoever that person is will be the one to decide your fate.
Well, then we've got to hope it's Emily and not the Raincoat Killer, then. And indeed, we are playing as Emily in the Dark World, most intriguingly of all. So, and Emily saw the zombie and reacted to it like she'd never seen one before. So, that's just the zombies, and not just in York's head. They do actually exist. Alright, I'm going to call it a part here, and we will actually take part in some violence featuring Emily next week. I apologise if this part is quite short, by the way. I'm not sure how long it's going to be after I edit it all down. It feels like a part where there was a lot of filler by the game, but I've been recording for quite a while, so I need to call it a part here for the moment. But next week we will pick up with Emily. We will hopefully rescue York, and we will see if we can track down Thomas and see if we can solve any more of the mystery. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John. It's been many a true nerd, and this has been Deadly Premonition. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Okay, now I don't want to be insensitive right now, but the best thing you can do is stamp on her head until it's mush. Get the gun. No, 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 do not just walk past the gun. Oh yeah, the door with the bloody handprint on it. That's gonna go well. Eleanor, come on. Eleanor! Where the hell are you? Oh god, you're the worst person ever.